Our next speaker is Amy Meekins. Amy is an author, public speaker, video creator, graphic designer, and the administrative assistant at championsforparents.com. Being born with Charge syndrome, no one knew how Amy would develop or what she would be able to achieve in her life. Her prognosis was blind, deaf, mentally challenged, probably will not be able to walk, talk, or eat by mouth. She is grateful to God for all that He has allowed her to accomplish in her 30 years. To learn more about Amy, go to amychristinemeekins.com, heartrecharge.com, and championsforparents.com. And today, Amy will be speaking to us on the topic, Welcome Us In and Extend the Invitation. Welcome, Amy.
Ministry leaders, you can make a difference. I am going to tell you a story that I have heard based on my own real life experiences in church and what other people with disabilities have encountered. This is a fictional story, but it's based on real life events. Welcome to Hope Community Church. It returned home to my family and me on Sunday morning as we all walked into the main entrance of the church for the very first time. That church one walk home felt good. My family and I had just moved from another state. My name is Jessica and I have a disability. For many years, my own church was a great place for my family, until it wasn't. You see, there were the times when I was accepted, but there were also sad times when I was rejected. I often felt lost and completely alone. I looked different to everyone. I felt different. I wanted to be like all the other kids and teens. Right around 6th grade, my peers all of a sudden got older looking and grew taller. I began to feel like a misfit. Youth group was getting challenging. More and more I realized that without a simple combination, I couldn't keep up with all the activities. Because of my hearing loss, my mom shared with the leaders some easy things they could put into place that would make the youth room work a little better for me, without altering too much for all the others. But the leaders didn't seem interested in implementing them. So when I heard that one welcome, as I walked into my new church, I had a joyful feeling. It made me smile. The worship music was delightfully louder. At my old church, the songs were hymns and other songs that people were pretty still in the pews. But the worship at this new church had me dancing and loving their new songs with their awesome beat. And then came youth group time. I was hesitant and nervous. I did not know what to expect. But I was able to go with my sister Abby. When we got there, I heard that warm welcome again. That morning, it was a girl who seemed to be just a little older than me, who greeted me as I stood at the youth group entrance. Thank you, I said shyly as I discovered an empty chair just a few steps away. I said goodbye to Abby as she walked up to the host room on the other side of the church building. I didn't want her to leave me at first, but then the girl that greeted me sat down next to me. I'm Melissa, she introduced herself. I just moved here, I replied with a smile. Before we could say any more, the youth pastor began to speak on the stage in front of the room. After morning, he spoke and introduced the worship team. After one song, the leader mentioned that we would then play a game. Oh boy, I remember this slightly. The memories of the struggle to hear instructions while these were chaotic but at my youth group was causing me to become anxious. With my hearing loss, I thought, will I be able to hear what I need to know in order to play the game? Fortunately, there were clear game instructions given in a room that was still quiet. And this particular game was actually a Did You Know You game, involving only the person next to you. Phew! So where did you move from? Melissa asked. We then had a conversation where we filled each other in on information about ourselves. I shared that I have hearing loss and miss instructions sometimes. Not a problem. Right now we're doing an introduction day. We do this every Sunday, Melissa explained. If we already know the person next to us, we just share how our week is going. This Melissa was exactly what the person I needed. He died, showing me what was happening and not ignoring me. I really enjoyed chatting with Melissa before I knew it was time for youth worship to begin. Because I had such a positive experience the first week, I went to youth group the next Sunday. This time, I didn't touch everything I needed to know to play the game that was being explained. The noise level was too much. However, Melissa noticed. She saw me straining to hear and observed my confused and frustrated look. She put her hand on my shoulder and we walked out the door together. Yeah, this youth group to get crazy, Melissa explained after I told her what was happening. I felt like she truly understood. I felt like the next few months were amazing to me. Before I knew it, I had two best friends helping me to know what to do. I was introduced to the youth pastor who one Sunday invited me to the stage to help him with a game. I even got to greet the students that were coming into the youth room. Melissa was there to help me greet, and I high-fived so many people. When I was headed home, another new friend came to my family's front door to talk about a gift card, telling me to get well soon. When I came back, there were so many students who let me know they wondered where I was and everything. Even the pastor missed me. I felt so loved and welcomed. I was home. I felt like I belonged. So, what can we learn from this story? Do you see all the ways this church reached out in a way that made a huge difference? Minister leaders at Justice New Church have found ways to find combinations for the new students, as well as adults with disabilities, and everyone was loved in so many different ways. I have been blessed to be welcomed in the drama team at Vacation Bible School, and as part of the cast in the church's Broadway-style Christmas productions every year. I have been blessed to greet the ladies as they arrived at Bible study on Tuesday morning. I have been blessed to help with the technology and log into Zoom so that people in and out of state can log in and join the adult Sunday school class or life group as my church calls it. There have been amazing days where I was able to serve at my church and also outside the church, including serving at World Home with other adults with disabilities that attended my church. So, ministry leaders, I encourage you to look around your church. Are people with disabilities being invited to all aspects of community life? Are they being warmly welcomed? Are they generally invited to join small groups? Are they included in outreach opportunities? Can you find ways they can participate in leadership roles? Will you get to know them and help them use their gifts for their benefit and for the benefit of everyone in your church? It often takes a little bit of creativity to make accommodations for people with disabilities to be involved in just about all aspects of church life. Ministry leaders, you can make a difference and foster an environment that builds up the body of Christ. You can help everyone to feel valued and welcomed. Thank you.